Okay, I'm gonna, uh, uh, I'm gonna play. Uh, I'm gonna play Half-Life 1 now, although I seem to have come across problems here, because as you remember last time, I was. Oh, what's he doing here? Oh, I need to run. Yeah, I shall. That was that was a grenade. Yes, and so, as you remember yesterday, I'd gotten to the start of blast pit, but for some reason the autosave didn't save at that point, and so that means that means I'm just going to quickly go through here and collect the things that I did last time, and next time I won't make the mistake of not saving. Of not saving when I finish videos. That Tannoy voice in these games, where it's all deep and talks slowly. I've always found that Tannoy voice in Half-Life 1 funny. The Black Mesa Tannoy voice. Why won't I? Oh, that's better. Thought I was stuck there. We're trying to get up the air vent and all. Yeah, I didn't know that kind of thing could happen with it. Where you stop the game right after starting a new chapter, and then suddenly then you find it hasn't created an auto save. Sure. Oh no, he was hitting me there. Well, fine, that's well, he just dropped a grenade, although there's probably no harm to me down there. Did he just kill himself with that? I thought I had a bit of a splatter, maybe. Like he might have dropped his gun or something. Anyway, let's go. I'm wasting too much time here in these areas that I've already cleared. So yeah, let's go, continue on. Yeah, and I was curious, I did see someone open these one time, but guess not. Well, I guess I don't know how to do them anyway. I also opened them, so forget it. I tried the use key on them, but it didn't work.
Military personnel prosecuting Kilo India remounted executing force.
Or maybe it's this one I can open. Well, yeah, it opened. I wonder if I'll be able to get back out or get back up if I go. Well, was that a soldier? No, it's a turret. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll have to use the accurate gun for this. Okay, you can cross now. Oh, that's not further, it can shoot me through the grate. There we go. Now, let's see if I can get down here. Well, can't get down. That's a bit ridiculous, isn't it? But then again, suppose it wouldn't serve any purpose going down there. And, well, hope that soldier isn't. Oh, yeah, he'll probably be hiding away up there, wanting no part of, nothing to do with me. Gotta be careful here. Climbing down, squeezing past the moving fan blade there while going down the ladder and all. Trust my flashlight to run out at the most inopportune times. Anyway, let's go through here now.
So much for the government. Their idea of containment is to kill everyone.
Yes, we've heard all this.
Judging from your habits, I think I'd say you were part of what's wrong. Right?
I'll let him stay, don't deliver a speech.
The opposite end of the base, with the transit system out.
Hopefully it won't mess the game up, the fact that he was in the middle of his little speech there. I still haven't got any more grenades, so I'm gonna have to get through here the old-fashioned way. Could be a bit time-consuming, but oh well. Let me just make sure that, oh no, I'll wait a bit. Oh yeah, I'll check it now. Let's see if my face cam is there. Yes. Excuse me, everyone. Nothing's ever easy for me with my OCD. Okay. Yeah, let's continue. I never like leaving planks blocking the area like that. In my own way, I imagine it kind of being uncomfortable or painful for the little passageways that we're going through, because I'm the type of person who gets conjunctivitis sometimes when I itch my eyes a lot, and I know how terrible it feels when I wake up and my eyes are partially stuck shut with how I've been savagely itching them before waking. Oh, that gave me a shock. And with how sometimes I savagely itch my eyes before going to sleep at night, or at daytimes, with me being a hermit sometimes, and with the discomfort that I feel when waking up with my conjunctive after itching my eyes sometimes. Well, yes, and you might have noticed with these head crab zombies how they've got head crabs on their heads controlling them, making them want to eat humans like me. So, in order to put the scientist out of his misery here, that's being controlled by the head crab, we're going to kill him. Always aim for the head, everyone. So I was saying before that with my when I itch my eyes a lot sometimes with my conjunctivitis and all, that it causes me to wake up sometimes, and because I haven't properly recovered when I've gone to, don't throw good. Anyway, yeah, it's when I've been itching my eyes a lot before going to sleep sometimes, without giving my eyes any time to really recover. It's meant that I've woke up and my eyes have been stuck shut, and strange as it sounds, I kind of imagine doorways in games feeling the same way if I don't clear every plank of wood that's blocking them sometimes. when they're cordoned off or blocked, or the access from them is blocked, I suppose you could say. And notice how I left that bull squid alive up there rather than kill it because of how it isn't in my way and all. I'm a humanitarian at heart, you see. Oh, my blanket feels like it's getting hot next to my laptop fan, and I could probably end up having my laptop blow up in my face with my stupidity sometimes, to where I don't notice these things. Yeah. So here we have more hound eyes. They make very cute sounds, don't they? My Joy Rancher almost came shooting out of my mouth then as I was talking. But yes, as cute as this all is, we've got to use this train here to get through this. Yes, as cute as they are, we've got to use this train here to traverse these tracks in order to get to the lander complex where our fellow scientists await us in order to try and put an end to this whole catastrophe here. And so, oh, and the reason why I kill these once they start making that high whine sound, not that sound, but the sound before I killed this one, is because they attack you with sound, and when they do that sound, like they're powering up or charging up, it means they're about to attack you with sound. So let's go. Bye. Oh, that was lucky that those squids away with everybody being run over, wasn't it? Isn't this fun? That was like a ride at a fun fair almost, wasn't it? This isn't good, being fired at while trying to avoid this noxious liquid in there. But still, it's satisfying in the end when you get to the creature that's attacking you and you can kill it up front, like so. And so, we seem to be in a bad place now, and our only way out of here doesn't seem like it's a very favourable route to take either. Climbing onto these pipes like so. Whoa, they're all down there having a little party, aren't they? Trying to kill me from a distance. And considering they're not an immediate threat, I'll let them live. I wonder what's beyond. Oh, nothing. Yeah, so it doesn't seem like a good idea, but it's all we can do to descend into this pipe, isn't it? And try and find the help we so sorely need from our scientist compadres to put an end to this whole disaster with the alien life spilling in from another dimension and trying to kill us all to death. You can't get to me, can you? Always remember, with a rapid-fire weapon to fire in short, controlled bursts for maximum accuracy. And so now we must ascend yet more pipes. Not like that, by the way. Don't break your legs when you try to do it like I do. With me being a rather clumsy oaf and all. Except with my girly hands, I don't know how I'd qualify for an oaf. We don't need to kill that one there. And considering both squids seem to enjoy living, wallowing in noxious substances like that. I guess it's okay if we leave him down there. Oh, don't fire by yourself, idiot. Anyway, I'm gonna have to do that again now because of how Gordon firing by himself made me panic during that critical moment. And I wasting lots of ammo here with with Gordon firing by himself. High radiation, yeah, you could have told us that earlier, couldn't you? When we were struggling to get through all those other big radiation-filled rooms. And speaking of radiation-filled rooms, look at this place. My inner pacifist says we don't really need to kill this. So, let's try to. Well, this seems kind of ropey, doesn't it? But it works in the end. What I wanted to do is get to these supplies here. Seems like a weird place to have them, doesn't it? All the way at the edge of the room, on a little side ledge table type thing here. I mean, can you imagine the old scientists? Hey, look, it's fighting against its fellow bull squid over there. Let's see if we can get a view of both of them. No, I guess not. But yeah, can you imagine those old scientists that we've come across throughout the game getting over those slopey walls to get to the supplies here? I think not, myself. This place doesn't really seem like it's designed for them to easily traverse it, really, does it? Well, I didn't think it'd fall off that, yeah, it seems like we got here just in time for that bull squid beneath us to finish off its rival over there. Interesting to think that bull squids fight against each other, doesn't it? Like they're fighting for dominance, maybe because they're incredibly territorial, maybe. Anyway, up the lift we go, presumably to a more human-friendly environment where there isn't quite so much radioactive substances. Well, that was lucky, wasn't it? That those explosives were just happened to be right next to this bull squid as he was feasting on the scientist here. Right, that was good. I was able to destroy both bodies with the one crowbar swing, wasn't it? Oh no. Have mercy. Well, they seem just as scared of me. See, they're the aggressors here, not me. I mean, I'd be happy to just walk past them and not attack them, but they attack me, don't they? And you know what an interesting fact is here? With hound eyes, when Half-Life 1 was in the when Half-Life 1 was in the developmental phases of its creation, hound eyes, these hound eye enemies were originally neutral enemies. They wouldn't attack the player, for instance, and they could be kind of tamed so that they would attack enemies instead. But because players but because most... See, that's the sonic attack, the dreaded sound attack that Hound Eyes do when they worked against him there, when he blew up those barrels around him. But yeah, yeah, when Half-Life was in its developmental phases, players would instinctively kill Hound Eyes on sight rather than wait it out and see whether they were actually friendly or not. And because most people aren't like me when they play games, most people are like recoiling in horror from such creatures, and who can blame them when you see things like this and whatnot. But yeah, it's a shame when you think about it. In the end, Valve had to make Hound Eyes hostile because most players tended to kill them as soon as they saw them, isn't it, really?
Fire the rocket engine. Destroy the damned thing before it grows any larger. Stop!
That's what you get for your potty mouth. You get a heart attack. Don't speak to me like that either. I'm the one with the gun after all. So take that. Guess you're gonna be staying here in one piece after all. And if you wondered what those banging sounds are in there, it sounds like someone's doing construction work or something, doesn't it? Ooh, let's go see what they're building. Maybe we can help them with it. Maybe it's something to put an end to this catastrophe. Guess they were building things after all. He's in for a rather grisly fate, isn't he? It's the first time I ever played this. I was scared. I was terrified at this point to even go near this window in case they reached in and grabbed me out of there. As you can see, we need to turn these things on. A power generate. We need to turn the power on. And also the oxygen and fuel reserves. Because here there seems to be some kind of a rocket engine testing facility. I wonder why. Why there's one of them above these creatures, I wonder. But they seem rather invincible, don't they? When I was blasting them with my machine gun trying to save my scientist friend, who don't want to be grabbed by that, because if it gets you high enough, then even killing it will cause you to fall to your death once it loses its grip on you. Yes, and so I go and get grabbed by it anyway. Not exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer, am I?
Be quiet. This thing hears us.
Hey, over here! Eat lead, you outer space octopus!
His strategy didn't really work too well, did it? I best not automatically fire while I'm close to these explosive boxes, by the way. But yes, the security guard here says this thing hears us. So could that mean it doesn't see us, maybe? Yes, this would seem to support that hypothesis. But knowing me, with my gun firing by itself sometimes, I could end up giving away my position. Oh no, it heard me fall. Yes, this is quite a fascinating creature, isn't it? But what I didn't take into consideration here is that destroying the boxes will alert it to my position. See now how using grenades you can make it think that its prey is in a location where it actually isn't. A location preferably far away from where I'm standing. See how they think their prey is there where the sound came from. Yes, I'm sad to say that the first time I played this, I wasn't smart enough to realise that the creature doesn't actually see you. Okay, now we just need to quietly manoeuvre past this horror. Gotta love the dolphin sounds, haven't you? The whale sounds that this thing makes. I also like the snarls as well, the deep snarling sounds. It's a highly formidable creature indeed, or should I say creatures. That was close there, but for now we can't fight it. And so we need to explore the area and see if we can find ways to turn on the various machines that we saw in the other room there. Hi there. Are you okay? Guess he is. I hope this is on hard, by the way, because we seem to die rather easily. Let's run past these in case a creature blows them up or something. That's the fast way to break open boxes there. Well, yeah, I've only got 3 more minutes left, so I'd best make this time count. And as you can see, we're following the pipes here. Pipes which came from that big rocket engine testing room. Well, I guess you're thinking, could these coloured pipes, be related to those machines we saw in the room, maybe in the room overlooking the rocket testing machine, maybe? You know, could these pipes be tied to the oxygen and fuel machines, maybe? It's all interesting food for thought, isn't it? Fuel room, see, that fuels our speculation even more, no pun intended. So I guess the red pipe is the fuel. And notice that there's an air vent there as well. I wonder if we'll end up actually going in there. You hear those freaky sounds of headcrab zombies? There they are. Hi there. But since I don't believe in killing when my opponents have no chance to actually get to me, I'll go down and fight. Thinks he's being smart, this one, isn't he? Walking around, walking in unpredictable patterns and all. Why am I still hearing zombie sounds though? Talk about a nightmare for anyone scared of heights. Even if you were gonna be climbing down the ladder, it would be scary for someone scared of heights, I think. Stop firing by yourself, idiot. And so, down we go. It's already been 30 minutes, so I need to find a place, a safe place, and then we can stop the video. Oh, didn't think the bull squid would be alerted to my presence if I snuck up on him. But then again, I need to bear in mind that enemies aren't stupid in these games, don't I? They probably see my flashlight coming up to them from the distance and all. Don't think I'll stop here. It doesn't seem like the right kind of place to me. Isn't this a scary place? For all we know, all kinds of horrors could be in this water here, ready to devour us if we're unlucky enough to fall down there. Oh, my forward key temporarily malfunctioned there and made me keep going forward when I didn't want to. I almost ended up falling into this horrendous stuff down there. Wasn't that? It's been terrible. Don't like these sounds I'm hearing coming from the water either. Whoa, sounds like a bull squid underneath me. Luckily here's the ladder. Whoa. Hi there. It's not very nice to see you. Yes, I'd say this is a good place to save, so let's do it. And I'll see you all next time, kids, when we'll continue our exciting adventure. Saving there to make sure the game doesn't trick me like it did last time, forcing me to do the same stuff over and over again. So goodbye everyone, goodbye DJ fans, and I'll see you all next time.